the dogs as my usual per my morning routine. Eat, have coffee, walk, and the wind is blowing some kind of terrible here. And I was sitting on the porch, relaxing, kind of letting my blood, what's that stuff called? My heart rate. See, look at the wind. So I have to close the inside door to keep the outside door from swinging open. Oh, I could have got my water while I was there, but I digress. Buster and what's that other dog? Buster and Boaz is in the field. And as I was sitting here, and the temperature is about 45 degrees, but the sun's shining on me and making it feel like it's less than. I mean, more than that. So I said, well, let me pop on here because today I'm going to do my Monday, Wednesday in the studio at 11. My guest is sick, so we're going to reschedule, and we're going to let the universe just decide. The Lord is going to drop it down on both of us, and we're just going to do it whenever. I think I like that better. Sometimes planned things kind of don't go the way you want it to, and which leads to the pivot conversation that I'm going to have real quick here on the porch, because can't have porch conversations because the rocking chairs are folded up because it's pollen time. You can see the porch is almost yellow. And the only reason it's not as yellow as it was is because it rained and the wind blew and the water, but pollen is out. So I want you guys to be careful. Get your nasal stuff, get your neti pot to keep your nose clear, clean, because pollen, it's that time. Listen, let me ask you a question. When things don't go the way you want them to go, do you get an attitude? When you wake up and the world is on something else, they didn't get the memo that today was supposed to be a great day for you. They did not get the RSVP to your great day. What do you do? For me, I pivot. I happen to use art as a way to release anything that tends to try to jump on me like a leech. And when I say jump on you like a leech, there are people in the world that could be in your world. I'm going, as always, I like to speak from my point of view, my vantage point. So when people try to jump on my good day to try to turn it into a bad day, and I don't care how hard I try to pivot, and they still try to jump on my bandwagon, and instead of jumping on the good bandwagon and join me on the good side, why do people just want to be so daggum negative? I don't understand. It never makes sense to me. I live where I live because I like to really unplug and get away from that type of negativity. Now, the people are saying now, the climate in the world, we're this, we're that. I am not so detached from the world that I don't maybe feel all of the things, but I just don't understand why we can't focus on the source. The source is the one who gave us all things, the same person that woke you up this morning. And I'm speaking from a place of, as for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord. So everything that I have, my waking up this morning, my putting my feet on the ground, my walking 1.5 miles today, it was because of the Lord who is. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Porch Conversation. Nothing really, just a little different today. Just a little different. Just want to snap on here and tell you, when the world don't get the RSVP to your good day, don't join them in the shitty day, right? Try to let your positivity rub off on them instead of their negativity rubbing off on you. Now, after losing 2 children in the world, I had to realize that first for myself, because when I lived in Colorado, I was upset. When my son was killed in 2019, I was trying to figure out, why didn't the world pause and stop? Because tragedy had happened, right? So when death happened, I walked behind the casket, did all the things, the funeral. The world didn't stop. Nobody RSVP'd to my sadness. What I learned is it's not other people's responsibility to fix what's going on in your life, right? You have to grab life by the horn and decide how you're going to show up in the world. When people don't RSVP to your bull, then don't worry about it. It's okay, right? So I totally have moved on, and I don't expect the world to RSVP to my bull. So when you have someone or you decide that life is not working for you and you want to be, let's see, a negative person that day, don't do it. Hang around home, stay home, call in from work. Like, just don't even show up. Show up for you first. Get yourself together. Pivot. Try to find what is going to make life better for you. And that's just it. That's just my little porch chronicle rant for today. As I was walking, I was realizing how great my life is, while some people in the world are just not happy. And there are some days when I wake up, I feel the same, but I choose to take care of Karen first, and then I try to show up for other people, because you can't pour from an empty cup. So you have to make sure that you take care of you first. All right, guys, that's it. If you want, join me at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time today. I will be in the studio literally showing you how I get to create. Boss, I'm calling out. Yeah, call out. Don't show up, because, I mean, that could be the day you go in and could lose your job. So, boss, may I know why? No, the boss can't ask you why. I mean, it's not, you can't ask people why they're calling out. They're calling out, they're calling out. That's just it. I was a manager for years. I couldn't ask my workers, why are you calling out? So, well, I mean, you can tell them that, but I wouldn't advise. Just, hey, you don't feel like going to work. You're only not showing up for you because you need to show up for you in a better place. Don't go to work and be negative and trying to piss on everybody else's, because nobody RSVP'd to your negative. All right. Join me at 11 a.m. this morning, Central Standard Time, here in Alabama. I'll be in the studio. Thank you, guys. See you later.